Good morning. What we're going to be doing is going over most of the items that are in our eBay store, OTR Imagination Radio. We get a lot of questions sometimes on what we have in there, what we don't have in there as far as display. I try to put as much description as possible, but quite frankly, the best description is what you're about to see here. Many of these items, as I said, are in the store. I'm going to say probably the last 30 or so are ones that aren't in the store but will be soon. It's a comic library, 151. It's got a tear there along the spine, some fraying there. Here we go. It's a rare single library, Beatles single library, number 14. It's in good shape. You got some age staining along the top. I don't think that's moisture, though it might be. Most of the items we carry in the store are things that you're not going to find in many other areas. A lot of collectors hoard these up. Here's a New York Dime Library. New York Detective Library. Old King Grady, very collectible. Good condition. Tape on the spine there. That's paper tape. There's 2 or 3 collectors that we purchased over the years that back in the day simply put paper tape across the top of them to reinforce the spine itself. Really nothing wrong with it. Here's another New York Detective Library. Again, Old King Grady. There's several Beatles pocket libraries. 268. Oh, there we go. Kit Carson. Number 143. Texas Jack. Number 10. Years is from. Try that here again with the glasses on here. 1884. Log Cabin Library. 361. 1898. $10.29, the New York Dime Library, Buffalo Bill in Arizona. Got some old tape residue. Tape is still present. Down to the bottom, got some scuff marks. Back's got some age mark, and of course the tape is still there too. The tape on the magazine or on this cover? Yeah, it's on the magazine. Beatles New York Dime Library, 960. Buffalo Bill again. Most of what we have in the store right now is Buffalo Bill Dime Libraries. We have probably another 600-700. We just haven't put them on yet. We're trying to put them on the website, www.imaginationradio.com. 769 Buffalo Bill sweepstake roll. Got a piece missing right across there. Many of the books are in good shape, or good or better. This is 812. I will take a dime novel, unless it's actually just dropping pages right and left and just deteriorating your hands, simply because there just aren't any around anymore, so they're harder and harder to find. Buffalo Bills Death Kneel. That's a nice picture, but there's only in a few issues. $8.22. Buffalo Bills Best Bauer Montebello. Tape along the spinal. Beatles Boys Library Sports and Adventure. $8.86. $1.86. Just came back from Canada and was actually able to find several different issues up there, which we should have back here in a week or so. This is also a boys' library, Beatles Boys Library, $1.86. This is a very rarity. This is Campfire Libraries, number 42, Mad Buffalo Rider. Probably I've got 3 of them and everything I own. Pluck and Luck, Captain Nemo, number 173. High color, some spine spotting there, age spotting up here. Very good condition for the age. 1901. Well, second edition, but here's a Beatles Single Library number 1. It's actually the second one I own. I just sold a large collection of them to a university last year. Only got a few left. Oh, here's from over the ocean. Adeline. Let's see, Boys First Rate Pocket Library. Deals with a lot of detective stories. Also, occasionally you'll see a Jack Wright story in there. Later on, I think we've got some Frank Reed. 260, Log Cabin Library. Bob Dalton of outlaw fame. If you got any questions, or if something is not listed on our site that we're showing here, and you're interested in it, you can contact us at imaginationradio@hotmail.com. Here's another old log cabin, 452, the Hawkins game. Can't say I've done too much research on them, but one of the things about the dime novels of the day, they did try to write about characters. We certainly had plenty of fictional characters, but we also tried to write about famous characters at the time. Here's one from W.B. Lawton, The Dalton Game by Mississippi. What year is this? This is 1894, 263 is the number. Log Cabin Library, Bob Dalton's Tie-Up, 232. Another W.B. Lawson. String along Log Cabin Library. Log Cabin Library, 214. Outlaws of the Sierra Madre. W.B. Lawson. What's the text on this? Nothing would indicate who the outlaws were. Paper tape on the side of this. It does look like this line was frayed, and that's why we did it. This is number 233, Dalton Boys on the Rio Grande. W.B. Lawson. Tom King, The Woman Bandit. Okay. This is number 261. This is Dalton Boys Smooth Trip 191. Page is very dark. This is very dark, and looks like it may have been on top of a cover. When I find stacks, a lot of times you'll see the edges will be brown on one side, the other, the top, the bottom, because it's usually one of the first two, and it takes all the accumulation of dust and such over the years. Young lady up on a pole, cutting the old telegraph wires. New York Detective Library, number 101, Shadowed. As I said, you can find these at on the eBay site OTR, Imagination Radio. Some of them, though not all of them, are listed on our website, www.imaginationradio.com. Here we go. This is Beatles New Dime Novels, number 357. Daniel Boone, the Bear Hunter. Dave Clark. Which is this? Definitely. Number 50, 5-cent comic library. These are always known for their comedic cover, though many of them do have lithographs on the inside. Many of them politically incorrect, but for the time, they were humorous. There's a big thick one. This has got, I believe, 90 pages, but it is in the write-up. It's very, very thick. It's an early one. 461 from 1881. Wide Awake Library. It does have a piece missing up here. It does have some fonting along the sides. Bottom is subbed a little bit. Little fold there. The New York Detective Library, number 83, Headless Pin by Police Captain Howard. Very well collected gentleman. Captains Jenkins, Horse Marines, and Songster. It's got a hard back to it, but I know for a fact, I purchased this myself in a store, that the back of that's in very good condition. And the write-up will indicate that on eBay. Adeline's Boys, Best Rate Pocket Library. Oh, Deadwood Dick and Calamity Jane. I believe that if you click on the YouTube site and put that in there, that someone's actually taken the time to read it, like an audiobook. Christie's, Panorama, and Songster. Okay, Monroe's Dimes, 10-cent novels, $1.25. Number 3, Monroe's Dime, 10-cent novel. I'll show you the spine on that. I'll go back and show you the spine on the other one. Piece missing there in the left-hand corner. And also on the bottom. But let's see, number 3. This must be quite early. Date on the interior. I'd say 1870s. Spine on the other one. About 3/4 of the spine. Same with this one. Number 95, Monroe's 10-cent novels. Got a piece missing out of the center of it. And the spine is probably 99% there. Okay, 98. This is, well, we threw a couple of these. We do have a large pulp collection. We just haven't picked them up much. This is the number 2 of the 3 series for Captain Zero. Has the habitual runover, small little foxings. I think the spine's pretty good on this one. Spine's probably about 95. Little piece here on the bottom missing. Backs has the same issues. In the write-up it'll tell you exactly what it is. Okay, Beatles, Dime Novels, number 247, Dusky Dick. Gentleman, Indian decided to take a scalp and show it to the other guy. I don't know if he's buying it or threatening him. Spine is, spine is all there, but it is rolled. And the back is in good shape, except for the 2 marks here from stretched hairs. Wide Awake Library, number 919, Peter Pad. And I know that has several other lithographs on the inside, page pictures. Number 925, 5-cent Wide Awake Library, McKinty. I think the indication is there that he looks like an old goat. Got a tear, actually it's a folded up piece right there. Did a little research on this when I bought this one. This is Dime, Beatles Dime, New York Library. Seth Slocum, who actually was the surveyor for Custer. And it goes into detail. There's some Custer renderings. Again, look at the write-up that's on eBay on this for further information. Or do what I do the investigation, pull up Seth Slocum. Interesting reading. Boys Library. Beatles Boys Library, Sports and Story Adventure 209. Here's a rarity. I believe I spoke to a couple of people who told me that they had copies of this, they just couldn't locate them. Muldoon, The Sport by Tom Teaser. Very large baseball collector want. These here are interior pieces that aren't sticking to the cover. Probably flaked off from the corners. Overseas, Deadwood Dick, the Eldine Life and Adventure Library. Spine, We've got a small piece missing down here, a small piece missing up there. It's a volume 1, number 1. Texas Jack, Beatles, New York Dime Library, 304. That's in extremely good condition. Oh, one of my favorite Brave and Bolds, baseball collectors, 228. Just sold the, there was a picture one, 230 I think. Just was sold on the baseball suit. Work and Win. I have a large collection of Work and Win, but I don't list too many on there. Number 148, Moonshiners. Age spotting in the back. Oh, just got this one in a while ago. This is Log Cabin Library number 15, The Great Cronin Mystery. First of all, it's a Broadband story, but if you go into the history of this, this actually happened. And on the listings, there are several links to it that shows you, why it happened, how it happened. Log Cabin, at the time, were into a lot of the original Black Hand. Well, there's a gentleman in Louisiana, New Orleans, that did quite a big background on that. They were the first one. They ever called it the Mafia. And he purchased the actual book that I had on the Black Hand. Nick Carter Weekly, number 78. Beatles Half-Dime Library, 206. Dickwood, Dick's Doom, and Calamity Jane's Last Adventure. Here are the two adventure travel with Frank Green I was speaking of. This is number 77. And this one here is number 101. Detective Library, New York Detective Library, number 387, James Boys in Boston. There's that paper tape there. Don't see many of these. In fact, I believe this is the only one that I have in my collection. This is number 23, the Fireside Library. Getting down to the bottom here. Okay, Beatles Singer Library, number 12. And what I'm going to do is probably start another tape, and we'll just call it tape 2. Because, I don't have any of the additional ones. This is number 299, Beatles Pocket Library. Tear missing there. Nick Carter, number 275. Edges. Oh, just some pieces missing on the edge. I thought maybe the edge was detached, but it doesn't look like it is. Jules Verne Library, very rare book on the track. The issue with this, I believe, is the spine. Yeah, there isn't a spine on it. But also, they're not listed. Most of the sites list these with the spine at around $6,000. I think that's listed at 25. Sold. Old Rube Ray, Nickel Library number 545. Nickel Library number 551. Nickel Library number 76. Beaver Trader, Beaver Taker. Cheerful Library, Buffalo Bill, 523, Aldine. There's a single which is hard to find, not bound. Here is Beatles Pocket Library, number 57, Deadwood Dick with Calamity Jane. This is Denver Darrell's partner. This is number 264 of the Beatles Pocket Library. That's from writing across the top there. Deadwood Dick's Eagles, Pocket Library number 41. That's in very good condition. Pocket Library number 52. This is Buffalo Bill. Actually, it was written by Buffalo Bill. Okay. Oh, the back. This was from a bound issue. Number 165. We are slowly running down on the end of this tape. Tape. That tells you how old I am. There's 160. Another Buffalo Bills. So we'll close this one out, and we'll start a new one. We'll close it out with Aldine Overland and Sea Library, Buffalo Bills First Trail, Will Cody, Pony Expressway.